Part 2 of things I don't care about as a mom.
Okay.
Y'all had some strong opinions about some of my opinions in my first one.
You'll have that.
I don't care.
No.
Number 1, straight A's. I don't care about straight A's. You have to be trying your absolute hardest, but I don't care if you have straight A's or not.
Boom.
Finishing your plate. We don't have to finish our plate at dinner. I think that can create some unhealthy habits for kids, or just eating habits in general throughout life. If you're forced to finish your plate every single meal, we don't do that.
I don't do that.
College, probably gonna ruffle some feathers here. I don't care if you go to college. I honestly not even sure if I will encourage college. Trade school just seems to be the ways to go nowadays. People are making just as good as money, if not more, than some of these people with 4-year degrees. If you want to go to college, absolutely fully support it, but I am not going to push you to go to college.
Amen.
Dies. I maybe watch some dies if I can, but I don't really care about them. I know that it's going to send people up to an uproar, but it is what it is. Sleepovers. You're not sleeping over anywhere. I have very strong opinions on that, but I do not care who sleeps over at my house. The more the merrier. I want my house to be the place that my kids and their friends want to hang out. That was my house growing up, and I absolutely love that, and I want that to be for my kids too. Last thing is germs. I don't care about germs.
Amen.
You drop your food on the floor, you got 5 seconds to pick it up and eat it. Just kidding, you got whatever. But I don't really care about germs. I hear people say, oh, we're not going to the jump park because the place is full of germs. Sure, I'll joke that, we're going to be sick in 2 days from it, but that's not going to stop us from going. I'm going to let my kids be kids, and we're going to have fun. I have 2 very happy, healthy little kids, 2 little boys, and they're sweet as can be. They're so well-mannered. I'm going to brag on my kids. So well-mannered, and they're well taken care of. So everyone in my first post that I pissed off, don't care.
So we differ on the sleeping over. I got no problem with my kids sleeping over at their friend's house or their friends sleeping over here. Most of the time, we didn't do group sleepovers here because we have the animals, and there's usually at least one kid in there that's allergic to something at some point in time. College. I wanted to touch base on that particular topic. Yeah, I agree with you on the germs. We need the germs. You need to go run around the playground. You need to go touch things that other people are touching. You need to build up your antibiotics. I'm not wiping shit down everywhere I go. Build up those antibiotics. Straight A's, I don't give a fuck if you're getting straight A's as long as you're trying. College, let's touch on college. That's the one one of the ones that you said was really going to piss some people off. Yeah, not everybody should be going to college. That's the bottom line. And not because they don't deserve to go to college. It's because we need all kinds of different people in society. Somebody has to build the hospital, and somebody has to work in the hospital. And the people that work inside the hospital, yeah, I want them going to college. I want them to be educated as much as humanly possible. The people building the hospital, I want them trained and taught on how to properly build hospitals. You don't need college for that. I agree with that, Mom, completely when it comes to this subject. If you want to go to college, go. If you don't want to go to college, totally understand. You're not going to hang around my house for 4 years after high school trying to find yourself. You don't want to go to college, that's fine. Go to a trade school. You don't want to go to a trade school, get a fucking job. That's how that shit's going to go. Learn on the job like I did. But, yeah, college isn't for everybody. And we just keep pushing college on fucking everybody. Our son, who's going to be 14 in December, is already looking at what trade path could I possibly take that is going to prevent me from having to go to college for a few years, for 4 years, and rack up that much debt or shell out that much money, which he wouldn't have, to get an education. He's already looking at different, as many paths. And I'm like, you don't need to know what the fuck you're doing. You want to do with the rest of your life right now. But he's one of those, he's a preparer, he's a planner, and he sees his sister in college. He sees his other sister working her ass off and looking to go to college. He sees his other sister that's already graduated college years ago and is maybe looking at furthering her education. And he's like, it's all great and everything, but maybe I don't want to go that route. Maybe I want to learn a trade and do something that's going to put food on my table, that I can do with my hands, not necessarily solely my mind. And I'm encouraging the shit out of that. Yeah, let's look at trades. If that's what sparks your interest, then let's look at it. If you're not interested in any of it, then don't go down that path. Because that's another thing that we're trying to teach our children is we understand that people sometimes go get an education or a training for a job just because they got to get a job, and they have no interest in doing what they want to do, and that creates a lifetime of misery sometimes. Figure out what it is you want to do, and let's figure out a way to make money doing that instead of going to make money because you need to make money. Yeah, I agree. With the exception of the sleepovers, I agree with this, Mom.